In this video, I'm going to walk through everything you need to know about getting set up with Google Tag Manager step by step. First, I'm going to explain what Google Tag Manager is and how it's a game changer for your business if you actually set it up correctly. Then I'm going to show you step by step how to set up your Google Tag Manager account from scratch. Also, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the interface so you know exactly what you're looking at when you get in there. The whole point of this video is I'm actually going to show you how to set up GTM the right way. So we'll start out, I'm going to show you how to track some initial events and set up your tags so you can track events like page views on your website. And I'm going to show you how GA4 actually fits in with Google Tag Manager so you can see all of these events that we're setting up right inside GA4. So if you don't have a GA4 account, no problem at all. We will get that set up as well. We're going to make sure that we test everything too. I'm going to show you how to debug and actually see these things in action. I'm maybe going to show you how to track specific website actions that happen on your forms like leads, all that type of stuff. Now, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Matt Patoli. I'm one of the founders of Cometly. It's a marketing attribution and analytics software that helps you understand where all of your customers and leads are coming from and also helps you get way better ad results. So if you want to check that out, check it out after the video. The link is in the description. I am always putting out new videos with actionable strategies related to the sales and marketing topics to help you grow your business faster. So be sure to click that subscribe button and click that bell icon. That way you get notified every time I drop a new episode. And then finally, if you wait until the end, I'm going to show you some really next level stuff to really improve your marketing results. So definitely stay tuned to this video if you want to see that. But now let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. The guide you're looking at right now on my screen is called the Google Tag Manager Setup Cheat Sheet. It's going to show you step by step on how to get fully set up in Google Tag Manager from scratch. I'm also going to show you how to set up GA4 as well, because that is part of this setup if you want to track events like page views and other things. Now, to get access to this cheat sheet, you can join my free community called Data Driven Ads. You can click the link in the description. And when you get into the community, all you need to do is click Classroom and then go to Resources. Now, Data Driven Ads is 100% free. It's a community of a bunch of marketers just like yourself that want to learn how to scale their ads to the next level using data. So if you are using Google Tag Manager, you're definitely going to like this community. So definitely go ahead and get signed up, click that link, and then you can use this guide in the future when you need to refer back to it or set it up for another client or for another business that you have. So definitely go ahead and join, and all you need to do is go to Classroom, Resources, and click Google Tag Manager Setup Cheat Sheet, and you're here. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to start out with step one, create your GTM account. So we're going to go to tagmanager.google.com. You can click that link. Now you do have to use a Google account. That means you can use a personal Gmail account, or you can use a Google Workplace account where you have your company domain. Either one of those will work. As long as you sign into Gmail, then you're going to be able to create a free Tag Manager account. So go ahead and do that. And what you're going to do is click the link. And when you get into here, if you already have accounts, you're going to see all your accounts. Like I already have previous accounts. In this case, what you're going to do is click Create Account. The account name, we're going to put Data Driven Ads. Awesome. Now for the target platform, you have a couple options here: web, iOS, Android, AMP, server. We're going to choose web because we're going to be setting this up directly on your website. After you select that, we click Create, and we're going to agree to the terms of service here and click Yes. So now it wants us to install Google Tag Manager. These are pieces of code that we're going to put on every page of your website and all of your funnels. Now there's two codes it wants us to place. The first top one is in the head of the website as high as possible. The second one is in the body tag. We're going to copy the first one here. We're going to go over to our website. In this case, I'm going to go and install this on datadrivenads.io. I'm going to go here in Webflow, which is an awesome web builder. And I'm going to go to custom code, and I'm going to install right here in the head section. Now most web builders, depending on what you're using, they have an area where you can add code. You're probably familiar with that already. Now we're going to go back to Google Tag Manager, and we're going to paste this code immediately after the opening body tag. So we're going to copy the code, we're going to go over to our site, and we're going to paste it here in the footer, which is the area where you can add it before the closing body tag. So we're going to click Save on both of these. Awesome. Now it is published and it's on the website. So what we're going to do is test the website. We're going to take the URL. We're going to go here to step 3, test your website. Put in the website, click test. And there you go. You can see it is now successful. All right, so we're going to explore inside GTM right now. The first thing we're going to look at are the tags. You can go here on the left and see tags, triggers, and variables. The awesome part about tags is that you have a lot of different options here. You could see that under the tag, you can select Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Tag, Conversion Linker. Tags are pieces of code that are going to send data back to third-party platforms. The trigger defines when a tag should actually be executed. They listen for specific events, actions, conditions, and when those are met, that triggers the tag to fire. Now, common trigger types for the tags are like all pages, so on every single page, that tag would be executed, or when the page initializes. And you even have other options here where you can see under page view, consent initialization when there's a page view. This is where if there's a specific button click, or if somebody clicks a specific element on your website, like an image, really anything you can track and configure in here. You also can see if there's a form submission, right? So if there is a specific form submission, Google Tag Manager automatically recognizes forms on your website. And then when a form is submitted, that will trigger the actions. So that's how you can actually track a lead event. And we even have custom events. These are user-defined events. So you would actually push these to the data layer using JavaScript. It's a little more advanced. We're not even going to really cover that today. All right, so now we're going to look at the variables. You can see here we have a couple that are built in, like a specific custom event name, or a page host name, or a page URL. So you have a bunch of different options. You can even set these up for user-defined variables, which we're not going to do in this video, but I will do in another one. You could see here that we have custom JavaScript, first-party cookie. You can set a first-party cookie and store information in that. So really powerful stuff. It's a little more advanced. Awesome. Now we're going to go back over to the cheat sheet and we're going to do step 4, setting up your first tag. So we're going to set up a Google Analytics page view tag. So the tag type is Google Tag. The track type is page view. And we need to enter the Google tracking ID, which we can get from Google Analytics. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And the trigger should be all pages. We're going to name it GA page view. So why do we do this? Because this tracks every page visit. This is going to be your first win inside Google Tag Manager. So let's go ahead and configure the tag. We're going to go back over to Google Tag Manager. We're going to click New for the tag. We're going to call it GA page view, tag configuration, and we're going to choose Google Tag. All right. And for the trigger, we're going to do all pages. There we go. So on every page, it's going to fire the Google tag. And we'll talk about the configuration settings in 1 second. So now you're going to set up your Google Analytics account. All right, so I did put the link so you can create your Google Analytics account. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create that right now. So for the account name, I'm going to put data-driven ads. I'm going to click next. For the property name, I'm going to choose data-driven ads.io. I'm going to choose the correct time zone. And then currency is US dollar. I'm going to click next. For the industry category, I'm going to choose the correct category. And then choose your business size and click next. Now it's going to ask you what you want to do. What are some of your objectives? I want to generate leads. I want to drive sales, and I want to understand web traffic. I'm going to click create, and we have to accept the terms of service right here. Awesome. Now it's going to ask you for data collection. You're going to choose web because we are tracking a website, and we're going to put in the correct website right here. Then you also have to enter in a stream name as well. Now you can see that enhanced measurement is automatically selected. So it's automatically going to measure page views, scrolls, outbound clicks, video engagement, file downloads, and form interactions. That's all automatic when we have that Google tag installed on your website. After we have this in place, we're going to click create and continue. Awesome. Now we're going to open up that data stream, and here is the web stream details. The measurement ID right here is what we want. We're going to copy this measurement ID. We're going to go back to Google Tag Manager, and we're going to put that in here for the tag ID. Now this is automatically going to track page views, form submissions, everything. So what we want to do now is click Save. And we have set up our first tag. So let's review. So now the tag is set up where every single time there is a page view, right here, a page view on all pages, this Google tag is going to fire. So now we're going to go back to our steps. And step 5 is testing your setup. So we're going to click preview. And we're going to enter in our website. So I'm going to go back to datadrivenads.io. I'm going to go back to the preview, enter in the website. And now what this is going to do is put me in preview mode because it actually isn't published yet. I'm going to be able to test and see if that is firing automatically on the website. I'm going to click connect. There we go. And we can see Tag Assistant is connected. All right, so now we can look at the data from the test and we can see that the tag did fire. This is Google Tag Manager. This is Google Analytics. So we can see that Tag Manager did fire the page view. And then when we click Analytics, we can see that the page view was under hit sent, meaning it worked. So a page view was automatically now sent to GA4. So that's awesome. Now you have your first tag set up inside GTM, and you also have Google Analytics set up as well. So great, now you have your tag tested. What you can do is click submit, and then you can have a version name and say Google tag, click publish, and now it's live on your website. And you can always go back and see the version history here as well. This is also super powerful. You can add users by going to admin. Now, Google Tag Manager can be super advanced and you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. So this video is just a quick tutorial to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like and kind of walk through the process so you understand what tags, triggers, and variables are. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to learn about, and I'll definitely create those videos and I'll reply back to you with the new video. Now listen, Google Tag Manager can be pretty complex. You could probably see that just from looking at it. Now what is great, like I mentioned, I am the founder of Cometly. Cometly is that marketing analytics software. You can go ahead and check it out right here in step 6, Supercharge with Cometly. It's super easy to set up. You simply place the pixel on your website, then you create any event that you want to track, and then you can send that right back to the ad platform. So it's super simple. You can get really accurate marketing analytics, and you can actually track all of those events back to the correct specific ad. And it's going to help you get really solid ad results because 1, you can identify what's working and not working. And number 2, we're feeding super accurate data back to the ad platforms. So keep that in mind. And if you are interested, you can go ahead and either click the link in this video, or you can go ahead in the cheat sheet and click the link here. Either one will work. We do have a trial available for you, so go ahead and click that link if you are interested. All right, cool. Now let's get a little more advanced. I am going to have another video coming out on setting up Google ad tracking using Google Tag Manager, but I want to give you a little quick introduction to what that's going to look like, because if you are setting up Google Tag Manager, you probably are setting it up for Google Analytics, which we did in this video, or you also might want to track conversions in Google for your ads. So what I'm actually going to do is show you how that works. What we're going to do is click New, and we're going to call this Google Conversion Linker. The Conversion Linker is a Google Tag Manager tag that helps improve the accuracy of conversion tracking across Google Ads and Google Analytics by ensuring that conversion cookies are properly set and persisted. It's super easy. All you have to do is click Tag Configuration, click Conversion Linker, and then click Trigger and select All Pages. It does it automatically for you, which is great. Before we set up the conversion tracking for Google using Google Tag Manager, I do want to let you know that you do need to connect your Google Ad account to your Google Analytics account. Now you go to Tools, Data Manager inside your Google Ads account, and then you can see that there's a Google Tag. So you're going to click Connect Product, and that's how you're going to connect your Google Tag as well as your Google Analytics GA4 account. You have to make sure that is connected, so make sure you do that before this next step. So now we're going to set up the actual conversion tracking for Google. I'm just going to show you a quick example. You can watch another video at a later time to actually get it fully set up. I just want to show you the capabilities of what's possible. You can click New, Tag Configuration. We're going to select Google Ads, and we're going to select Google Ads Conversion Tracking. This is how you're going to send an event to track conversions. So what you're going to do is actually head over to your Google Ads account, you create a conversion, and it's going to give you a conversion ID and a conversion label. So when you do have your conversion ID and your conversion label in here, you pretty much are good to go. There are more advanced settings, which I'm not going to cover in this video, but you can include user-provided data from your website, and this is how you would set up variables, right? The first name, last name, and email from the form. That requires some custom code. I am going to have a couple basic videos on that will be coming out soon. If that's something that you really want, please comment on the video and let me know, and I'll be sure to get one of those videos created and let you know as soon as it's ready for you. But the reason that the user-provided data is super important is because when you're setting up your Google conversion, you have an option to send over enhanced conversion, which means that you are sending over enhanced data, like first name, the last name, the phone number, the email. It's going to help the match score in Google. So for this example, I'm just going to deselect it, but you can set that up, and I highly recommend that you do it. And the other settings for the conversion linking here, just keep the settings the way they are by default. These are perfect and fully set up for you, ready to go. So let's assume that you have your lead conversion set up inside your Google Ads account. What you want to do is select a trigger that will fire that lead conversion back to your Google Ads account. So what you're going to do is click the triggers. We're going to click the plus sign here, and we're going to call this form submission. And for the trigger configuration, click into it, and now click form submission. So the way it's set up right now is it's going to trigger on all forms. You do have the option to get more granular if you just want to send that specific conversion for a specific form. For instance, if it's a sign up form on a funnel and you want to just say, hey, this conversion is for that specific funnel, then you can select some forms and you can choose from these variables. Now, what you want to do to actually look at a specific form is choose built-in variable. And you can see here it has all these different ones that you can add. So you can choose the form ID, which is usually relevant on a form, and say, hey, that form ID contains, let's say, Webflow sign up now. So this trigger would just fire on forms that have form ID contains WF sign up now. Then that would fire that specific event. So that's kind of how this works. That's why I wanted to show you this example. I think it's really powerful. For this case, though, I'm just going to select all forms, and I'm going to click save. Awesome. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If you did make it to the end, thank you so much for listening. Also, make sure you check out Commently and check out Data-Driven Ads. And make sure that if you did get that cheat sheet, that you start getting things set up right away. The fastest way to get better results is just simply taking action. You're going to learn from all the mistakes and keep going forward. Awesome. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon.